Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome to Fast Forward EV, and welcome to Sunday, which means it's time for another Sunday Charger Challenge. This week, we're going to Upper Sandusky to visit a Tesla charging station. The curious thing about Upper Sandusky is it's below Sandusky. I think that was to confuse the Germans during the war or something. As you can see, it's an absolutely lovely day here in Central Ohio. Temperatures in the mid-70s, which is a great break from the high humidity, high 90s we'd been having. Yes, this is how we do highways here in Ohio, especially north and northwest. Straight and flat. That VW's license plate is Golfwang. So is the exit open? Because I think this is my exit coming up here. Exit open ahead. Glad to hear. Getting some fresh asphalt laid down. So, see that big Arby sign? That's our destination. Tesla always puts their chargers where you can get something to eat and go to the restroom, and I appreciate it. This is not a new stop, but it is new to me. I've never been here. I believe these superchargers are open to other EVs, so we may have some congestion because it is a weekend and this is a travel corridor. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're nicely segregated back here in a separate parking area. Look at that. Couple of Teslas. Not bad. Not bad at all. But first, let's do some Arby's. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Okay, charging was plug and play as usual. Not getting very impressive speeds because, again, I failed to get it to a low state of charge before I got here, so we're not really going to critique the kilowatts we're getting. Okay, time for the site review. I have 4 categories. That's charging, amenities, Canopy, and Upkeep. And charging is worth 4 points, amenities is worth 3, Canopy is worth 2, and Upkeep is worth 1. Charging, no problem, plugged in, it charged. So they get full marks for that. Seconds amenities. Well, there's an Arby's right here. Walking distance. It's a little separated from their parking lot, but that's kind of nice because then you don't get other things parking here. So that works great. The Arby's was clean and functional and friendly. Happy with that. So full marks for amenities. Canopy, 0. Almost none of these charging stops, Tesla charging stops, have canopies. I don't know that there's a single one in Ohio that does. I'm kind of jealous of these places that have supercharger locations with 40 chargers and canopies and solar and stuff. I don't think we have any in Ohio, but I keep looking and hoping that we get one of those. And the fourth rating rather, is for Upkeep. And by that I mean, do they keep the area clean? And do they provide garbage cans? And they almost failed here until they came and corrected a situation while I was parked. The area is clean, including by the chargers, but along the charger row there are no garbage cans. But there is this one that we can see in the camera view out the window, a sole garbage can that is pointed at the car, the charging area. So it is for the charging area. But when I got here, that thing was overflowing onto the ground, stuffed full. So it hadn't been upkept. But sure enough, right as I pulled in, a lady came out from the Arby's with an empty can and took care of all that, cleaned it up. She even cleaned up the stuff on the ground, and that's why the place looks clean, because they are keeping it up. So I'm going to go ahead and give them the point for that. So, total of 8 points for this site. The only thing they missed out on was the canopy. That's a tricky merge. Oh good, I didn't die. I'm so happy. My family will be thrilled.